these items in the archive have been digitised and available to you online, what can you do that you could not do before?
Since the digitisation of the information, what that's empowered me as a lecturer to do is allow some problem-based solutions to be arrived at through activity from students. So if we look at what the content and information is there, it's all primarily about solutions, about problems, and addressing those through a lifetime of technology change and society change. And if I can extract some of that and then use that to enhance learning, then I've actually achieved something very positive.
In what way have you used the archives as part of the project?
I've used the archives where I've taken different themes, I would call them, or case studies, and looked at areas of strategy. For example, there's some lovely letters and communication about what the strategy in '76 was, about where British Telecom were going to go. And I've used that as a case study where students can look at this at different levels, first year, second year, third year, and even master's level students, and see how maybe something like business is supported by the technology movement from the archives in terms of a value chain. And we look at Michael Porter, and he talks about the value chain, and seeing if what his ideas represent what BT have there. And that's one case. There are other areas that I've certainly looked at, and that supported the learning environment for the students that I'm come in contact with, and the experience of the lecturers as well.
How is the content of the digital archives relevant to your work?
Well, the work that I do is in ICT, so it's information communication technology, and the archives themselves have a plethora of historical information and data surrounding that topic area. And the topic area spans everything from strategy through to hardware and software components, algorithms, and also design features, and many other things as well. Taking those and the examples of those and sitting them into the courses that we teach and the modules that we look after and the research makes it very relevant for us.
And one final question.
Of course.
And I think you've actually already answered the question because they're very similar.
Yes.
But what in particular interests you about BT Digital Archives? Or what in particular interested you in this project?
One of the reasons why I'm a lecturer and I'm in the academic world is because I want to enrich the learning experience of the people around, not just the students but also the lecturers themselves. And one of the things that allows that to happen is having problem-based activities. And certainly BT has such a history of problem-based activities and resolutions to those, whether it's technological or whether it's a response to some triggers which are political or environmental, political being something like the Data Protection Act, political being a response from the government to act on privacy and data issues. And taking those forward and using those makes it very important, very relevant for the work, and very ideal, I would say, for enriching the environment for people to learn.